Welcome to another video on the Rogue Legends DLC. Now this is going to be our starting artifacts. I think 3 common ones is going to be better than one legendary one in which you can acquire. So Vortex, Phase, Dreadbloon, Bloonarius, I would say for the start, if you were to ever want to equip any of these, then I would say at the beginning, avoid Vortex and Blaster Populous. I would say Phase is a good starting one because all of your towers can have permanent camera section. Dreadbloon is very good because all monkeys count as all categories. And Bloonarius, because we have super monkeys and all of the tier 3 super monkeys are very powerful, a permanent increase by 50% to their damage and 100% more pierce, which is pretty nice. But we're going to start with Splody Darts, Divine Intervention, and Wackey Wibly. This is only to enable us to get off the ground so that then we are able to then be able to put down a super monkey in the future and hope it has camera detection without requiring the Ultra Vision. So our first... Okay, I kind of like that. I like the fact that our first one is probably what I think is the toughest boss in the Rogue Legends DLC. Enhance... No, not enhance. I mean mentor our village, and we're going to just take you up to a 020. And that's the only mentoring which we're going to do on the village, because I would like to keep both cross paths opened. The Splody Darts artifact even affects like projectiles which are not darts if they started out with darts. So let's say with laser darts and plasma blasts of the super monkey, they keep the Splody Darts because we originally started with the darts. Okay, we have enough now for a radar scanner village, and look at the radius of this thing. Because of the biggest beacon legendary artifact, villages have 2.5 times the influence radius, and also other support towers have 20% extra range. Now imagine this with the essence of Dreadbloon. That means every tower gets 20% additional radius permanently. Okay, we're going to set our heli pilot now, and we're going to go to a super monkey now, which is going to carry us for the rest of the game here. Because of Splody Darts, we don't have to worry about our weakness against lead balloons, which would otherwise cause us a massive problem. And that is victory. How many tokens will the RNG gods give us? 3. Good. Good. Let's see what's in this chest, sorry. Overwhelming Synergy could be a good one actually to send off later on, because if you get Essence of Dreadbloon, then even your magic monkeys will also get the 20% more expensive downside of this. Also, if we're getting Essence of Dreadbloon, then additional damage against ceramic balloons is also going to be cool. Spirit of Adventure, we're not using our hero at all, so it's only a hindrance. And we're not using Murmurers or at all Striker Jones, so Ceramic Chunker it is! Yeah, the price of our Dart Monkey upgrades is a bit more expensive than usual, but you'll be able to hold out until we can get ourselves a monkey village with the radar scanner. Okay, we have the money for it now. Let's sell you and then put you in place. And that is the game secured. I doubt you've seen one of these within your prehistoric days, Cave Monkey, but have you ever known something called a ski resort? If you notice throughout your games, your party monkeys will be more expensive than the boost monkeys which you get throughout your runs. So you'll notice that if you got like a base super here and then a base super down here with exactly the same cross path, and you'll notice that the boost one is a bit cheaper than the party one. So you've got a lot of different prices going on here. Prices from boost, prices from party, prices with discounts included, prices with like nerf modifiers in place. Like there's so many different combinations which you can come up with now thanks to artifacts and also just the general gameplay mechanics of Rogue Legends. What will we get from this run? Another 3. This is really lucky so far. None of these are really good for my means, honestly, but we're only going to have 1 military tower down, so too many cooks is not going to be too bad, because the more militaries you have down, the more in which your attack reload time increases. So it's like you only want 1 of these to get the maximum benefit out of it. I actually think 1, 2, 3 is not as easy as it looks. Right, you can now go away, Dart Monkey. Your usefulness as a camo popper has now expired. But don't worry, you will be remembered. I wonder if Ninja Kiri will change it so that if you do get laser blasts, and from that point onwards, the Splody darts no longer takes into effect for the Super Monkey. On paper it makes sense, but I hope they don't. I do want an alchemist at some point so I can exploit the lead to gold upgrade of it. Not talking about a boost one, but one to have permanently in my party. Only 2 that time, but that's okay. Another chest! Battlefield commission's not going to be helpful at all. Explosive economics? Give 5% less cash. None of these are really good for me, really. I don't know, really. We'll take Battlefield Commission, even though it's not going to do anything for us. But the others just feel like more of a hindrance, more than anything else. Geraldo Shop! What are you going to grant us today? More overwhelming synergy. Possibly? I'm not too sure now. Yeah, all of these are mid. Remove you, and use 3 of yous to get that one. Let's enhance one of our artifacts, and we're going to do the Divine Intervention. Now, why we're doing this one, it means that we get another copy of the Super Monkey in our party, which means we can place down 2 at a time if we want to. We just need a few more moolah and we can put down our village, and we are secured for the game. The nice thing about Splody darts with the laser blasts and plasma blasts is that they even able the attack to pop purple balloons without anything like an MIB. See, purple balloons, lasers, they don't usually compute, but in this case they do. Now then, Wild West, have you ever wanted to see Superman in the flesh? We have Superman in the flesh, but have you ever seen 2 Supermen in the flesh? No, that's like having 2 cave monkeys. That shouldn't happen. Let's mentor one of our super monkeys, because at some point I would like to get ourselves a sun avatar by default, whereas other ones will just stick to the 000 and choose our path from there. Okay, Mini Boss Bloonarius. And the additional powers can become very handy in this little tale. Not you, but you definitely. Increased range is always very welcome. Now we're going to have a lot of power to begin with. And super range. And the more bosses you beat, the more money in which you'll get over time, which is a nice trait. Although every 5th one, I think, is going to spill out a bunch of ceramics. Or after the 5th one. Let's get Plasma Blast, actually, rather than anything else. No, it's every 10. Oh my god, the smite just kicked in and just went from 7 to 9. It instantly killed the 8th one. Here we go. There it is. No. When are you going to spill out a huge amount of balloons? Or maybe it's the elite version that does that. We'll put a second one down just to make the killing that bit quicker and to have more smite opportunities as well. Okay, again with that. Excellent. So our goal is 50. I think we can do that. This one I'm going to move around, so with this one in particular, I'm going to upgrade it to a Dark Knight. Additional damage against the Bloonarius. Here we go, Dark Knight, excellent. Upgrade you to that for even more damage. I may move you down here. Yeah, some of the little ones in which you spawn out are kind of concerning. You may leak through, which you don't want. By the way, if this number gets down to 0, then Bloonarius, or the boss in question, will just zoom straight to the exit. Upgrade you to the Robo Monkey. Also upgrade you to the Robo Monkey. And we should have ourselves a very successful time here. I'll also upgrade you to Dark Knight. Here we go, Dark Knight, our second one up and running. Now, the question is, should I sell all of these to get a Dark Champion? Now, let's go Jungle Drums. Additional fire rates won't hurt at this point, and we are 6 away from that big 50 goal. And this will grant us a legendary artifact. None of those were hitting me. Okay. Final stretch, and by having you the means of teleporting, we can just, well, warp you wherever we want you to warp. Okay, warp you over there. Hopefully we'll be able to warp you back up near the top right of the map. No, all of these are in the way. I'm gonna have to shift you over there. Oh my god, there are a lot of these. Actually, Tech Terror might be the way forward here. Oh my god, they're kind of spawning out. We just made it to 50. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. Oh, it just goes forward a little bit. Okay. Oh, you have hearts. Okay. I understand now. So it goes forward a little bit if you run out of lives. That's pretty neat. But we managed to get to 50, which is brilliant. That is a legendary artifact. This one, because we're going for Magic Monkey's Heart. Yeah, Fata Morgana is only helpful for our cause. Mermonkey range, pierce, projectile lifespan, and ability cooldown speed increased by 50%. And you can look at the difference when it comes to prices of innately upgrading them in-game as opposed to having another copy of it, but it's just slightly upgraded. So this is increased by 1,350, whereas if you purchase the Laser Blast upgrade, then it's 2,300, which will take you up to 4,550. So that's why in some cases having a upgraded version and a unupgraded version is good for your long-term survival. If you feel like you're having a bad day and you haven't contributed at all, then imagine feeling like a pontoon on an entirely land map. Still quite lucky with the amount of tokens we're getting. Like 2 is not as better as 3 obviously, but we're still able to get there. Oh, Lotus Island, why this map? Of all the maps, either this or the cabin are the most horrid ones. I'm not good with race as well, so I'll be very lucky to get the 8-minute mark. Honking the horns, I hope they don't get past my Splody darts. Although I do feel like our pierce is going to be capped at some point. Yeah, when you get epic range, and also super range beforehand, the amount of pierce your super monkey has does go up, which is really nice. Oh, that smite came in clutch for those ceramics. That might be too much, that might be too much, that might be too much. Yeah, too much. This is why I hate races, because I don't know what to do. Hopefully the outcome won't be treacherous. I just don't get races and what I'm supposed to do with it. I know you're supposed to click that red button at the bottom right in order to make the rounds go by more quickly, but it's like, maybe I just summoned too many rounds at the same time, but it's a race. You need to do it as quickly as possible. It's like Lotus Island has no good spots in order to cover the entire track just because you just don't have the range on your current towers in order to do such a thing. Or perhaps a portable lake and then a pontoon added on top of it. Genius. This is also a map where you just don't have any good spots in order to cover the majority of the track. Like obviously with enough boosts we can cover the entire track from this spot, but you got to get to that point in the first place. And that's what some people don't see, is that yes, at some point you will get there, but it's being able to get there that is the problem. If anyone has any tips on how to do races very well, then please let me know down in the comment sections below. Oh my god, there's just something so satisfying when a smite happens. Just seeing a Mile Class balloon or anything just instantaneously disappearing off the face of the map. There are two things that really strikes out to me in Rogue Legends. Number one, it feels like you barely get any money per pop, so it really incentivizes you to seek a alternative cash method. And number two, All of these scenarios feel like they take an incredibly long amount of time just because each of the rounds feel like they take such a long time to go through. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like every single scenario takes up like 5 to 10 minutes, if not like 20 minutes, if you're seeking like to go into the 40s or the 50s. Did Ninja Kiri really measure this out? Because that seems perfect. Imagine if a smite does so much damage on Dreadbloon that it just completely bypasses the magic immunity section. Perhaps one thing you can do by helping yourselves get through these scenarios a bit quicker is to put your towers near the start of the track as opposed to near the end. This part of the track is kind of nice because you can get them while they're going into the mouth and then out of the mouth as well. Yeah, in your campaigns, it's probably best to try and keep your or some of your party members as unupgraded as possible, so that then your possibilities, if you have an alternate farming solution, will then become greatly increased rather than being tied to just one cross path. So let's say with this Mermonkey, this is probably the best one to be tied to because you can have that innate carrot section and they all get their range increases the more of them that you put down. But obviously with this one is not as good, but that can be the one in which we can upgrade up to, let's say, Arctic Knight, or at some point Poseidon by default. Geraldo's shop, what do we have here? Again, our luck with the shop hasn't been that great, to be honest. Like, druids are good, but not really for me. All projectile speed is reduced to 35%. Is that buy or two? That needs a little bit more clarification. Starting strong is quite good for our endeavors. Ability stacking can also be nice if we use like Tech Terror and we don't use it for a long amount of time, therefore we can just unleash two of them simultaneously. This is another one I don't get. Is this relating towards the Darling Gunner? Or just all monkeys in general? I feel like you're going to bite us later on when it comes to Dreadbloon. So we're going to get rid of you, we're going to get rid of you. So that's 12. So we're going to get you, we're going to get you. But then we may also get... That's actually quite good as well, although they attack 10% slower. But you do get your ability cooldowns 20% faster, and that would work in tangent with the ability stacking. But we're not going to use abilities that much anyway, so... Now, we're just going to be growing steady and get that Druid Balloon on... Druid Monkey, I mean online. I'll play a game about balloons, okay? Stop it. There is one downside about the Splody darts, which I haven't mentioned yet, is that they can't pop black balloons. So DDTs, we're going to need Plasma Blasts later on for when DDTs spawn out. And I think they do about 35. That's when their first spawning round is. This would be a fantastic choice against Dreadbloon to counter the magic immunity round. Which I can just transfer that over to the Dreadbloon scenario. Hello, Dark Champion. You're out of our price range though, so unfortunately no for you. You will be in our price range at some point, dear Dark Champion. I just need a alchemist with rubber to gold so we can get some additional income. Fortified BF Brace, smite it. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. This is quite a concerning round 29, because of the sheer number of ceramics that spawn on this animal. There's like 3 waves of ceramics that come towards you. And that's the third one. No, that's the third one. Was there 4 waves? No, I'm not too sure. Splody darts with super monkeys and a radar scanner village is all you need to get through these scenarios. Let's mentor or enhance our Splody darts artifact. Thank you. So that when the darts explode, they do more damage with the explosion. One thing I haven't been doing is going down the monkey business route. So let's do that so that then future upgrades for our super monkeys along this range will be cheaper. 13k for Monkey Town. This is not monkeying around with these prices. Go back home, ceramics. You're dwonk. Hey, why not? ZOMG, you're gonna be absolutely smited by the time I'm done with every single aspect about you. And now we can place this boost super monkey down. Lovely. Just one more ZOMG left and we are done with this scenario. Brilliant. Victory is ours. Well, let's go up even further. Let's get Plasma Blast for this particular Super Monkey. Again, we have 2 copies of the Super Monkey. We can just afford the Plasma Blast. Yeah, on later scenarios, we have to start with the base start monkey and then work our way up. But in later scenarios like this, where we start with more monkey money, we're definitely able to start with this one. Let's see if we can get the Robo Monkey on this map. If I feel like I'm struggling, then I'm going to need another Super Monkey of sorts just to help out the back passages of the map. But I hope to be able to get ourselves a Robo Monkey. Hope to be able to get it for round 29 for when all of those ceramics spawn out. Here is the Robo Monkey at last, and we get those critical hits in. Now, do they work in conjunction with artifact buffs as well, so that the critical hits are even more powerful with, let's say, magic precision? Mom, I would like jungle drums without actually having jungle drums. Well, I have a solution for you. Magic quickening. Here's round 29, and we're just absolutely obliterating the ceramics, as you can see right here. I'm just trying to put this somewhere else. There you go. Yeah, the annihilation of those ceramics was imminent. Now it's just a question of DDTs in a few rounds. You know what? I'm feeling inspired. Hopefully at some point you will be smited. Eventually. At some point you will be smited. The odds will soon be in our favor. You didn't even cast once. What the heck? You can't tell me that the Robo Monkey was not inspired by RoboCop. You cannot tell me that with a straight face. Remember, the key word is inspired, not copied. There we go. DDTs eliminated. Any more DDTs to the slaughter? Yes, you and you and you and all of you. These would be even more powerful with the essence of Bloonarius. As long as I stay at tier 3, then they will get some 50% additional damage to balloons and Moabs, along with double the pierce, double the fun. There they go. And just like that, Frozen Over is now plasmaed over. At this stage of the game, we are now 50% increased when it comes to these modifiers. I think they go up by 5% every balloon encounter. Okay, we're struggling a bit against some of these fortified Moabs. That's not good. We may need some additional help here in the form of another Super Monkey. Yeah, we're not doing as well in this game. I feel like our financial situation is a bit tighter, and some of our rolls here have been very unlucky. I love it when Smite is used on a balloon that's not needing that additional damage, since the base damage can just clear them anyways, but on these ZMGs would be very nice. Now then, DDTs. How will we fare against them? Oh gosh, struggling a little bit. We may need another Super Monkey. Or if we can get a Robo Monkey in place, that would be even better. Why keep summoning weaker stuff when you could upgrade one of your weaker stuff to a stronger stuff? Imagine the amount of damage that lands when both a critical hit lands and when the smite occurs as well. Unbelievable amounts of damage. Right, let's sell one of these to get another RoboCop. Sorry, Super Monkey, but your time of having fun has expired. Right, I think we had this in the bag. 4 ZOMGs left to tear down. First and last on both of these, so that the damage is sort of distributed. I just need the smite to come into play here for some feasible results. And the results definitely shown. Oh great, is this going to be the end of the road for us? Because this is not a particularly easy map, let's just say that. But if we're struggling now, we're going to really struggle. I need another Super Monkey. I was trying to greed out with the discounts. but the additional radar scanners really hurts our placement cost of this. Okay, oh, the smite hit on that fortifying motor. That's pretty cool. I needed that. BFB and a single super monkey to defend everything. Can we do it? Of course we can. Oh, just about. Of course we can. Okay, finally, for once, something good on our side. So it's either all towers or something else entirely irrelevant. Oh my god, really? I was trying to greed too hard with my discounts. That's what I went wrong with. I tried to do that as early as possible to get the maximum amount of discounts in place, but that costed me by not having enough firepower on the field. Can I greed now since we have an additional super monkey on the field? Hopefully. I re-rolled so many times. I kept getting supports and militaries, but nothing magic? This is so stupid. Another little critique I have is that at times the temporary boosts that are given to you as a choice to select from are never in your favor. They will select anything other than the ones in which you really need at that given point in time, and that's like a 25% chance of getting them, which is quite a high chance. But no, it always goes into one of the other categories, which is nice when you have the essence of Dreadbloon, but when you don't, it's a bit of a hindrance. A few hundred more, we have our second Robo Monkey up and operational, and we should be good for the rest of this scenario. Legendary? Hell yeah, we'll take that. Is it round 43 when the bad appears, or is it another round a little bit late? Yeah, it's going to be later on. I think 45, if that's not... Oh my god, we've got these. We've got fortified DTs. Okay, that's what appears on this round. We need more damage against them. But alas, we are victorious. It's a game of how many pops we can get in a certain amount of time. This is gonna be fun. Starting at round 13, we did skip forward 2 rounds in the hopes of getting some more money. Hopefully this works out. Okay. When I get the money needed, this is again, it's like, yes, I want to get as many pops, but I don't have a lot to do the pops with, if you get what I mean. Okay, we're just going to spawn these out, and hopefully I won't get out-pierced. Okay, I'm going to spawn that at the back just for some safety. Hopefully that is what we need to get through this. I don't need a portable lake, and we're going to get swarmed, aren't we? Like to get as many pups as possible, but I cannot get pups if I don't have the means of getting the pups. I really would like a Robo Monkey, but we just don't have the means right now of showing it, and we might get overwhelmed with the amount, so I just have to put down another Plasma Blast and see how we go along from there. Okay, we've only got a little bit of time left. We're going to get the rare, but I doubt we're going to get the bigger version. Okay, keep transpiring through the rounds. Okay, Robo Monkey is nearing in sight. Okay, let's just summon a few more rounds to the fray. Oh god, there's a lot of balloons there. Okay, we've got the Robo Monkey. Let's unleash a few more rounds here. Okay, we've got 100k. Gonna get a legendary artifact. Brilliant. Oh, bloody hell, 120k. Let's see. Oh, none of these are really good, but I suppose engineers? You want nothing to light them on fire. Like, this is an unlucky pour. I was hoping to get the homebrew alchemist one, I mean. This is not good. Not good to say the least. I'll get the engineer one. We're not using our heroes, so this is only a net positive for us to get the Unspoken Heroes artifact for our endeavors. Nothing else speaks out to me, especially you, which is similar to that. I haven't seen the primary or the support version of it yet. Nonetheless, a trade is a trade, merchant. Is your name really Merchant, or do you have another name in question? Nice! We're on resort. 022 village with a Robo Monkey. Hopefully this is good to start us off. I'm also going to put down this helipad, or should I wait? I'm actually going to wait. What I might actually do, though, is put down this to get some rubber to gold, isn't it? Yeah, rubber to gold. Balloons to gold. Moolah. Right, down to your military tier. That's absolutely fine. All tower position right now. Yeah, we definitely need multiple types to get through this, to be honest. Well, putting you on Sean is a bad idea because you automatically resort to targeting one of the Rock Bloons. And you're not doing that much damage against them, which is really annoying. Don't know how well this is going to fare, but I'm going to try and get multiple, what you would call it. Or should I move actually? So what I do want is a heli pilot, but of course we can't get Apache Starship, which was what I was hoping for. Okay, hopefully this could help against the Rock Bloons, but I'm not entirely confident about the Juggernaut helping us out here. Yeah, we're really struggling here. I hate Dreadbloon, which is why when I saw it for like the first boss, that is just a grand opportunity. But we're suffering so much because our build is so reliant on magic monkeys. And we need another turn to wait for another engineer to spawn. No. Oh, this is looking really bad here. Would you please end round? I need another engineer down. Oh, thank you. Got another engineer, but some of them are already near the exit. Only halfway through Dreadbloon's ceramic layer. I need all of the layers I can get. Please, game, do not let me down. Do not let me down. You're gonna... some of them are reaching over here. This is stupid. I hate Dreadbloon. Usually it's like the easiest boss in the game, but for Rogue Legends, I actually think it's the hardest one. Just because you are stripped of your means of being able to deal with it. Okay, there we go. That should stop the summoning of the Rock Bloons, which is our most imminent threat right now. Please hold on and pop everything. I'm gonna get some of you so hopefully you can reach through. No, some of them are making it to the end. Oh, come off it, game. Come off it. Please pop them. Oh, this is so stupid. We're going to die to these because they're not being popped. Oh, for goodness sakes. I have nothing against them. Ninja Kiwi, would you nerf me? Right, let's try and make a slower build. But knowing me, this game is extremely unfair to you as the player. Perhaps I should have recruited at some point when I was at a campfire, but knowing me, I'm just going to get shit luck with them anyways. And already letting balloons through. Yeah, this is really annoying. I hate Dreadbloon here. The Rock Bloons are too OP, and this is stage 1. It's like I'm dealing with stage 5 Rock Bloons. Much earlier in time. We should soon have the money to buy a dart ship, but I don't want to give up our super monkey over here. Yeah, this is definitely a boss where you need to take your time taking it down rather than trying to get that KO immediately. Alright, we need all the help that we can get here. Again, military is not a big problem at the moment. You're going to go to a dart ship at some point, but I really need the military layer down and dusted as soon as possible. But again, these Rock Bloons are just so strong. It's like if they're immune to our attacks. I know they get damaged eventually, but it's like, they're just far too strong. But I think we're there when it comes to that shenanigans. Okay, let's get the Apache dart ship now. I know it won't do anything against these at the moment because we're currently on the military immunity. So let's put you on last in the hopes that you do actually target the Dreadbloon. But yeah, they're so slow, but at the same time, it's like their slowness is just menacing at time. It's like putting up with like Nurgle stuff. You know, they're slow, but they're also stupidly tanky. Okay, let's now sell you. We don't need you anymore. Okay, Apache dart ship. Hopefully the Apache dart ship will put in the work in which we need. And yeah, I need you to actually hit them in the first place. Okay, target that last one so that hopefully now we don't have to have any more rock balloons to worry about. Okay, military quickling we definitely need here. Okay. Yeah, this is chewing it through. Lovely. That's what I hope to see. Chewing through those layers. But again, the rock balloons are absolute aids. Again with your stupid abilities of just absorbing all attacks. I need you on the follow me so that we can actually do damage against this thing, so that then less of them spawn. Oh my goodness sakes, if we die to loose balloons, I swear, I goddamn swear, please end the spawning of the rock balloons. And some of them are nearing the exit. Oh, goodness sakes, I hate this boss because of these rock abominations. This is usually the easiest to deal with in a normal scenario. But hey, guess what in this... Okay, we're going to deal with these rock balloons first before we go to the support immunity. And then from there, our time will be easier. Oh, gosh. Please. It's the rounds. I need these rock balloons gone. Thank you. Let's just take out this and then be on our merry way. Please go down, Dreadbloon. Thank you. Thank you, I can finally breathe a sigh of relief, you absolute abomination. Yeah, I think recruiting monkeys is definitely needed as well, but my entire strategy really anchors around on super monkeys and their means of fighting everything off, but Dreadbloon is the counter to that. So there we go. Sorry for all the anger there, but it's like these Dreadbloons are so ass to deal with. Because all they ever do is just sponge your attacks. They're entirely designed to... Bloody hell, Flying Fortress. Now, we're going to get Essence of Dreadbloon here. Okay, do I want to send any of yous back? I'm sure this could be useful, but not for me at the moment. Lost 2 hearts, unfortunately. I wonder how many hearts the camps allow you to heal up. Okay, what's our next boss? Vortex. I was hoping for Bloonarius, and as the more stages we go on and we don't encounter Bloonarius, that's going to be a tough toll to try and swallow, because at that point, at tier 3 and beyond, you're going to spawn out bads from your Bloonarius. So there it is, everybody. That is stage 1 of our campaign with our lives intact. Question mark. Actually, let's have a look at our scenery here. Which path is better to take? It doesn't look like there's any... Oh, there is a sparkling one over there, so I should go on the left-hand side. But I doubt that is going to backtrack, because once you go over there, you have to go up this path, which is rather annoying. So I think it's most likely going to be the left track here, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 battles before Vortex. Nice. That is a hefty cost to go up to Sun Avatar. Now, I think we should just leave this be as it is, honestly. Like, it's expensive enough as it is, but going up to Sun Avatar, it's like, in the early game, you're not going to be able to get this at all until, like the later stages of a map. Obviously, we're not going to mentor the village at any given point in time because I don't want to lose the ability to cross path or be able to go down like a monkey town or a jungle drums if needed. Not you. Enhance. Well, accidentally skipped out of that. Enhance any of yous? Perhaps bonus damage against ceramics would be nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves.